Everybody, welcome back to the first edition of the 2022 season triple option film review. I am here. I am in a moderately furnished hotel in Denver, Colorado, because the triple option never sleeps. We will give it to you rain, sleet, or shine. We are the postmen of Florida State football film reviews. Here I am with my two esteemed colleagues, Kevin Little, Coach Adam Brown. Adam, you are looking quite tropical there at the home of Brian Kelly's family. You look great, man. How you guys doing?
I thought I'd get started a little bit early, get down here to Bourbon Street. Just let them know what's coming, Sunday night. Give them a taste of what's happening, what's going to be happening down there in New Orleans.
That's right. You established dominance early. You set the line of scrimmage. I see Tropical Island in the background.
I'm peeing on everything. It's my scents all over it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just an Adam Brown trademark. Well, listen, guys, see Tropical Island in the background. Shark attacks instead of hand grenades. Vastly underrated. Somebody who's not vastly underrated, Kevin Little. Kevin, how are you? You actually got to go to that monsoon of a game.
Yeah, I was at the Duquesne game, actually in the Champions Club for the first time. So that was a good game to be in the Champions Club. Have longer access to the food there. But yeah, it was, once the weather cleared up, it was a fun game. It was definitely one of the better FCS games I've been able to attend in person in my time at Florida State.
Well, guys, I'm excited. Florida State wins 47-7, 3 100-yard rushers, pretty much did exactly what they wanted to. To be honest with you, I was at a Florida State bar in Denver. Shout out Seminole Club of the Rockies. You guys run a tight ship. So I remember about 30 to 33% of this game. So this is kind of going to be my first watch with you. So let's put on the film and let's break down all of the relevant details. Is there anything you guys would like to get off your chest before we rewatch the film, or let's just get right into it, right?
Yeah, I think we can jump right in.
Yeah, we're here for the film, baby.
As always, condensed film, right, Kevin?
Yep, we got the condensed game up and going. Yeah, so I can't move the face card, so we'll be in front of the score sheet, but I don't think we'll be too worried about that.
No.
All right, this was a problem that nobody wanted to see on the opening kickoff. I believe Mike said that somebody got through.
Yeah, right there.
Looks like. Oh man, I don't want to start early on him, but it looks like Amari Gaynor gets trucked early, and it was not a good day for that young man.
No, in a multitude of ways. What do we guys think? Special teams play overall? Happy, disappointed? I mean, I still think the return game leaves a lot to be desired.
I thought the kickoff return did. I thought punt returns were fine. I hope we get some good shots of them, but I'm not sure we will on the condensed version. I thought the punt return game just didn't get a lot of opportunities. Balls were short. But for the special teams, can't pause the stinking video. I'm talking special teams.
Since when do you talk special teams?
Yeah,
I mean, they made 2 field goals, made all their extra points, had 1 punt. What are you going to say? Kickoffs directionally were pretty decent. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think we invested in the athletes. I would like to see a more dynamic return game. But like you said, man, punts were better. Kickoffs. All right. We'll never talk special teams again now.
Never. That's it.
Actually, we will.
The swinging gate.
Yeah, we'll get the swinging gate.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, people love that.
Our little double, little twins at the top with a tight end wing down here at the bottom.
Yeah, we kind of
interesting. That's a new formation. We haven't seen a lot of that from this crew.
Yeah, so this is kind of a variation of what I pointed out in my last video, which is they like this nub unbalanced set, usually with a wide receiver on this side or maybe the tight end over here. But usually it's like Trips or Trey on one side and then a lone receiver. Having 2 guys over here it kind of balances out your formation. But it was interesting. They went to that a lot today.
Having Wilson and Douglas on the same side is a daunting task.
It gives you 12. It gives you a 12 look, but it's not 12 personnel, which is interesting.
Yeah, right. Nice patient run, man. I thought Ward was very patient all day, and I really thought the decision making of the running backs as far as like deciding when and what holes to hit, I thought that was exemplary.
So that's just a little split zone.
Yeah, pretty basic play here. He's just blocking back on this defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
And usually what happens with split zone is you'll see them kind of cut back into that newly formed gap. But he does a good job of reading it, like Trey was saying, kind of sucking up these linebackers so he can then get the edge.
Yeah. Let's hyper focus on the offensive line because I feel like there were some good takeaways from those guys.
And we got to focus on it because of how many
eyeballs.
combinations there were, man.
Okay.
Just so many combinations.
Tell me what's going on here,
shot
AB.
in the fog. Can you slow-mo the end zone shot?
Yeah.
What do we see here, Adam?
We called it split zone, but
man, look at this new technology. The triple option boys have slow-mo.
Yeah, he didn't. You would think that he would work up immediately, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So usually he double teams here, and one of them works up to the linebacker on a traditional
so it's
zone
almost
run.
like a man concept.
Right, man, as in they each have their own blocker.
Mm-hmm.
They each have their own guy here because we're not seeing really any double teams across the line of scrimmage.
No, now he's climbing up to the tackle's climbing up. Anyway, yeah, Bless Harris does a nice job on the end. I think he really controls him.
Yeah.
Demetri Emmanuel does a nice job. You see Darius Washington athleticism getting up to the second level. Yeah, I mean, as a whole, good job by the O-line.
Yeah, I'd say, and that's evident in those stats. I think it was either you, Kevin, or Brendan showed the yards before contact with this game compared to like Jacksonville State last year. It was like 1.6 to like 3.8 or something, basically more than doubled, which is very impressive, right?
Johnny with a terrible block out there, something he's known for. That was not great.
Yeah, let's see if we can catch it at the tail end.
I mean, if he gets his block, this might go for a touchdown.
Yeah, here. Yeah, he misses it.
That's a lot of distance to cover for a block like that.
It is. They come back to it again.
Yeah, same concept.
Same play. Yep.
God,
You can see the difference in the read, right? He hits the hole immediately instead of waiting because he sees the hole immediately.
That's a good thing to point out. A lot of questions about FSU's interior offensive line. And Duquesne is Duquesne, but if they did have a strength of their team, I thought it was kind of that nose tackle on their defensive line. And the interior handled them all game, which is what they should have done, but it was still positive to see.
Same play again.
I mean, Gibbons gets stood up a little bit here, but seeing a good push.
Yeah, but he's in control.
Yeah.
The kid's not doing anything.
Yeah, which is a win for the offensive line if you stalemate that one-on-one defensive line.
Here's a true tight end wing.
Yeah, so we got true 21 personnel with two tight ends. Think this is this Toa Philly or Benson? Benson.
All right, this is the outside zone. So Washington gets beat across his face, which that is an extremely difficult block. People don't.
That's a tough angle for a center. That's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, he's got to overtake
first. Yeah,
it looks like a 2 on the other side.
Yeah, he does look head up on the guard, so your center has to overtake
not
him.
Easy.
Yep.
You almost wish you just cut him, but then there's a lot of penetration. Gibbons, let's see what Gibbons seems to miss.
Run blitz here. No, the linebackers just triggered really fast.
He gets kind of stuck with two guys. I mean, they're sending. Yeah, they're.
Yeah, it was 2nd and 1, so they're kind of sending that run blitz. You run outside zone, kind of into the teeth of it.
Demetri Emmanuel can't get to his backer either.
Good run by Benson, dude.
Hey. So this kind of feeds off of what we were just talking about. We ran split earlier, where you block this defensive end. This is called a bluff block. So it looks like split. And then
look at that. Look at Preston Daniel. That's nice. I like that.
Gives the lead blocker for Jordan Travis and kind of runs that defensive end out of the play who thinks he's about to get blocked.
Look at that. It's like a little pick play. That's funky, dude. I like that.
That's a great job by the right side of the O-line.
Yeah, let's pay attention to them.
The combo here.
Yeah.
They just wall that whole side off.
And Bless works back up. Yeah, that's a great job. Good eye. All right, so solid first drive, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I thought it was important that they went in and got that in the end zone. 3rd and 4 there. We've seen so many times, even against FCS schools, where they go down there and they settle for 3. Maybe didn't want to have to go to Jordan Travis on the zone read, but I mean, hey, it's good to get 6.
Yeah, here's them pointing out the bluff block. But you see, this is a good angle of the double team, and then Bless Harris working up to the outside linebacker.
Yep.
No, good. Established, set the tone, run the ball. It was good. Florida State wasn't a very good, I think, 3rd and short team last year. Basically, when teams knew we were going to run, we still had some issues, and none of that.
You also saw it early. Johnny Wilson dropped that ball. It's hard to know if that's conditions related. You can see even here, this guy has.
I hear the groan immediately.
Yeah.
It's very, very out of bounds.
Well, first, I feel like they blow this coverage.
Okay, walk us through that.
Well, I'm not sure. Kev's a coverage guy, so I'd like to hear him talk about it. But that's really open in the flats.
Yeah, that's on Knowles.
So I kind of thought too, but.
So they're in 2x2. That means Florida State's most likely in what's called mod, which is kind of like a form of cover 4. So basically, he's taking the corner's taking the first guy deep on the outside, and this guy's going to take first guy to the flats. The nickel corner is going to take the first guy to the flats, which happens to be that out route.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens here is. So Jerrion Jones does his job by sticking with this corner that he sees coming this corner out, which is coming his direction. So that's going to be the first deep man. That means the first guy kind of out, the first guy to the flats. That's Kevin Knowles' responsibility. He kind of keeps just his eyes in the backfield for a little bit too long.
The guy runs right by him. He's just keyed to the quarterback.
Right. So he needs to kind of be expanding here. Knowing that this is going to be his guy here, most likely.
Yeah, he's stuck like he thinks he's going to be a force player, but he's not. I mean,
yeah, I don't know where he's staying, because even if he was the force player, he looks like he's still too far inside for.
Yeah, agreed.
Like if the quarterback wanted to take off, he's not really in a great position for that either. So
he seems a little lost there.
Yeah, that's on.
And then it gets compounded with a
very
bonehead penalty.
Yeah, not great. Not a great decision.
And so this is when you start having the fears that the early season penalty troubles are back.
They really disappeared, though, after that. I mean,
yeah, that's a good point.
Stupid one on the night.
And just get it out of the way early, right, boys?
First, that hand play.
All right. People complained about the defensive line a lot on
I don't get that.
On boards, on Twitter, on everything. Just because they only got 1 sack. But to cover that here, Duquesne was just throwing the ball really quickly, and we'll probably see that throughout the film. But if you have any doubts about the athleticism and ability of these guys, watch Jared Verse on this play.
I will, Kevin. There we go. Fantastic. That's nice.
I mean, he just destroyed that poor tackle. Is that the kid that's become popular all over Twitter with his red shirt?
Which kid? I thought his pants were pulled all the way up, but I guess he was just the red undershirt. That was a fantastic.
64?
No, dude. I think that kid. I don't think that kid. I don't think the kid that was on Twitter. I don't think he played. Yeah.
I mean, that's
a grown man playing football.
Yeah.
I thought the interior looked so solid too, even when they started rotating. Man, it's such a strength of the team.
Nice package there. Briggs inside.
They did that a lot.
Inside. Versus McClendon.
So you got Briggs, who's a defensive end usually, but they push him inside on pass rushing situations. I mean, that's just hard to block. And you can see this guy, he throws it before the wide receivers really.
Yeah, and Verse and McClendon are in his lap. I mean, McClendon's going for a strip there. Verse has got him sacked if he's not throwing this thing.
Was that a stunt, Adam, or just Briggs cut inside and then Ray is? I don't know what's going on.
It looks like those two are working. Yeah, those two are working a little stunt inside.
Slow to develop, it looks like, or is that like a delayed?
Ray looks like he gets hung up or something.
Yeah,
that's it. That's really the problem. Okay. But the defensive ends win here. They both do.
Big time.
This is a sack against a quarterback that's not been instructed to throw the ball early.
Right.
and he just throws it.
They're lucky. I mean, they're lucky they didn't get a hand on that.
All right. Hey, there it is.
Counter.
All right, tell me about counter, AB.
Out of the pistol, too. I love it.
Yeah, they ran a lot of pistol sets. So pistols for the quarterback is directly in front of the running back, in case you didn't know.
Yeah,
instead
it's
of having
not a
running back
formation. It is a backfield set.
Yep.
Don't ever say somebody's running the pistol formation because that's so stupid.
It's like saying a shotgun formation.
It drives me nuts. So counter, they're going to, right here, they're going to pull I believe it looks like the left guard, left tackle. Yeah, that's Robert Scott.
They guard tackle here.
Yeah, so the front side is going to block a gap, going to block their inside gap. So for the right guard, right tackle, and center, they're going to block the gap to their left. Whatever's there, whatever shows. And then the left guard, left tackle are going to pull around. The left guard is going to be a kicker or a waller, and then the tackle will adjust off of him.
Yeah, he usually comes in.
A kicker means he's going to kick the first thing past I believe it's past the guard. And then if you see what Gibbons just did there is called walling, is that kid comes under, so he walls him off.
Let him go.
Yep.
He collapses inside, so he lets him inside, right?
Yeah. And then Scott's got to be looking to do the same thing. So Scott's going to fit off of his butt. He should wall the backer who's flashing.
This is what I was talking about earlier in the breakdown, instant reaction, where it felt like Duquesne was just collapsing inside. They were playing heavy. This defensive end is told to collapse this to give time for the safety and linebackers to come and run the alley here. But yeah, it's a good job by Ward staying tight, right?
Yep. Scott picks up his block.
I think the tendency is to go outside here, right?
Yeah.
But you want to keep it tight. Go up.
Yeah, you want to. The back's looking to fit off their butts. Their butts are to the sideline. He should be to the sideline.
Yeah, good distance as far as like positioning, like you said, Adam. Both the guard off the tackle and then the running back off the tackle. It looks smooth.
Yeah, and this is their base play, so they're going to run this and they're going to run it well. If they can't run this, they're in trouble.
This is his guy.
Yeah, Norvell specifically credited the wide receivers to blocking well, so that is something to watch.
Kev, we're in the air. That's a textbook catch, baby.
Yeah, let's talk about the protection first, then we can get to the route, right? What do we see here? It looks like there's a free runner, AB.
Yeah, so they've got a delay. They just didn't see it coming. Looks like Dimitri Emanuel chases the tackle, stunting the other side. He's got to keep his head up. He's got his hips all turned. That's no bueno. Everywhere else is really good.
Yeah.
But he's way out of position there. I am sure he got his ass chewed for that.
Yeah. Not supposed to be able to see the old crack like that.
No. It's never good to see the back of their numbers like that anyway. But it didn't matter because JT uncorked one. Johnny
nice throw, staying in the pocket too. Something we were going to watch out for this season. The pocket awareness, stepping up, taking the throw, not bailing. I mean, that looked good to me, boys.
Yeah. So Duquesne's in cover 3 here. It looks like you got the 3 deep guys. It's a nice little cover 3 beater. You've got the crossing route occupying the eyes of the safety, opening up the post route. Now this guy has no inside help. Because you've occupied this free safety.
If the safety stays back, you throw the dig. If he steps up, you throw the post.
Yep. So I believe it's hard to see, but I believe he steps up to take the crosser because he is here.
He
and which meant that there was no inside help for this corner. So you get a true one-on-one matchup downfield. You get to see kind of Johnny Wilson's athleticism with his frame. And I mean, he gets good separation. He doesn't even have to box the guy out for that.
Not my favorite catch I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm not sure why he jumped, but he did.
Yeah. The catching is still something we need to work on.
Yeah, I think so. Is that the play where he got rolled up too, guys?
No, that's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown. Okay.
He's blocking in the box.
Boom.
You mean that play?
No, I guess maybe it was. Like, there's nothing that happens there.
Yeah, he looks
maybe when he gets tackled
there.
here, it happens. Because there's nothing on this play that.
Yeah, I thought his ankle got rolled up on, but
Oh yeah, you see it the very last frame there.
Okay. Yeah, because he looks pretty. He's actually blocking pretty gingerly on the next play, which is not something you say about Johnny Wilson, right?
Yeah.
Right there. Up. No. Yeah, it's hard to see, but it's not important. It's his left ankle there. So I think it's just a sprain. He was jogging on it later, if I were to guess.
Well, I like seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see him limping there. But they get movement. This is good to see.
Good contact what is this?
By just Douglas. Looks like inside zone, right?
Yep. Yeah, it is. And Biscuit with a seal.
He hit him hard, man. Might be like to see him stay a little bit lower, but he blew him up.
He had a pretty decent game blocking. He doesn't stay attached long enough sometimes, but
yeah, he just hits him.
He likes the contact. Yeah. You're right. It's not it's all about the violence with him, which I do respect. I can respect that.
All right, make the extra point.
Fitzsimmons, nice kick, brother.
Oh, I don't think they included the swinging gate.
I'm sad.
Yeah, what are you doing?
So up in arms.
Why do we get that extra point?
I don't know.
Oh, catch that.
All right, let's look at Bethune's awareness, man. He was such a he made himself known. He's really good, right? What's he doing here, Adam?
He's just mirroring the quarterback's eyes. He kind of sees what's going on around him. He knows everything's going away, so something's got to be coming from the opposite side of the field. And he just mirrors the quarterback. He's just reading his eyes the whole way.
I think in the past we've seen our linebackers flow too far here, and it just opens this up on the backside because there's no way this corner is going to be able to follow him across the field. And just to have that awareness, to be able to know that something's coming on his backside is pretty incredible.
Well, how many times did we point out last year where like plays were dead right from the jump because the linebackers were out of position or they immediately put themselves out of position once the play started? That's a Florida State linebacker with patience and awareness, and him and Deloach together. I'm really excited about that unit, and I didn't know if I would be.
Yeah, I think the linebackers, we'll see him continue to flash. Look at Jared Verse here. He almost gets this sack on the backside.
Zoom.
If he holds that for another half second. They were so close on a lot of those sacks. Let's watch Pittman, AB's special teams player of the year.
Good run. Hey, good run. About 5 or 6 more than we got on our punts last year.
That is true, and it was fielded cleanly.
Yeah,
you called it.
It'll do. It'll do. It's not super impressive, but it'll do.
All right, so we got 21 personnel.
Gibbons at center here.
Yeah, it looks like. So
yeah, I think so. Yeah, so Jazz is in at right guard. Gibbons the center. This is when Darius, and they put Emmanuel over at left guard.
Yeah,
I like this look. This was my favorite look of the night.
You like this offensive lineman, this offensive line, or this formation?
I like this offensive line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see how they do.
Formation's not bad either. I like 21.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd see some 30s. I was hoping we'd see 3 running backs in the backfield at some point in time, some diamond formation or something like that, but we never got it.
Florida State fans, remember that diamond formation.
All right, so this is a read option. They're reading the 3 technique here. Or I guess it's I'm
trying
probably
to
a 5 here because it looks like they've got 3 down.
He looks like he's inside more.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Like a 3-eye or something, Adam.
Yeah,
maybe a 4. He might be a 4.
He
might be head up.
Okay. Either way.
Yeah,
they're reading this tackle. The tackle collapses in. Good read. He kind of collapses last second.
Jordan's always been good at those read plays.
Yeah, that's a strength for him.
He's probably been running them since he was 10. All right, back to the 21.
Counter. Benson with some patience.
They all had patience.
Bless gets kind of Bless does a whole lot of nothing there. Gonna be honest.
Yeah, so Bless is pulling here. So we'll see.
Still stays tight to the line.
Jazz gets the wall.
Oh, he should have hit that guy. Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Use that athleticism, brother.
And
He's
Rob
a
Scott
beautiful
doesn't do a great job either. This is kind of all Trey.
Yeah.
A lot of his runs were actually all him, which I mean
Mhm.
was impressive, but also somewhat a little concerning because he's not going to break
Rob-
all his tackles versus LSU.
Rob's a little high, lets that kid get up in his chest. Of course, that's that good down lineman they got, but he's not that good.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be blown up.
Yeah.
They get bailed out by Trey Benson breaking 17 tackles.
That's football too. I mean, that's going to happen. Here's a little. They give you a screen look. He's just a check down, and they have I think it's Deuce fake like he's blocking and then take off.
Good catch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
like
throw,
the
too.
hands there. Yeah.
Everything kind of coming together in the passing game, which we can't say has been the case a lot for the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's not a real RPO. That's a true play action. He never puts that in the mesh.
I bet $100 they got a screen off that to the backside.
I'm not taking that bet. You sound way too confident. Oh yeah, you can see it. Look at Benson. Yeah, no, Adam's like, that's interesting. Look at that.
Oh, you're saying like eventually this will be a backside screen here with Benson?
Yep.
Yeah, if they see it.
Hopefully Brian Kelly and his family is not watching this one. I'm gonna make fun of that forever.
Oh yeah, here's the stalk.
Yep.
Yeah, a little hesitation.
It's a nice catch, man. That kid.
He looks so smooth.
Come a long way.
Yeah.
Little jet action.
I love watching Trayshawn Ward read like the mess of the interior and like just find his way out of it.
Watch Jazz on this right guard. Let's start it from the beginning and slow it down.
So 79, right, Adam?
Mm-hmm. Trey, you promised me no police cars.
Listen,
you said this is not New York City. There will be no police cars.
Denver is a little rougher than I envisioned.
Givens does a nice job being attached.
Oh man, you're right.
Jazz is in the end zone right now with his dude. Bless is in the end zone.
Yeah,
that's nice. Good tenacity, boys.
Boom.
Big boy football. Eat it. Look at him go.
Like legit.
Turpentine.
Preston Daniel with a nice seal.
Cleaning up everything.
Yeah, initially Douglas here misses this block, but he does a good job recovering and getting someone downfield. He helps with the double, then moves downfield.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to miss that. He's supposed to just kind of get a piece of that so that Daniel can take over.
But then why did he turn back to the guy then? It kind of
I think he it looks like he's almost like, oh crap, I'm passing this dude up. Either that or he grabbed him. The kid might have grabbed him, honestly.
Yeah, it's against my football nature. Yeah, he could have hooked him or something. That's interesting. Good job, Trayshawn.
Either way, that's a nice hole. We didn't see a lot of that last year against Jacksonville State. It's nice to see
that was
kind of take the next step against FCS.
Yeah, great read. That's some like Le'Veon Bell stuff.
Ooh.
I'm not saying he's Le'Veon Bell.
No, I know.
Oh, that was a nifty little play by Duquesne.
We'll let you talk about this one.
Yeah, it's outside zone. They're showing outside zone. So these guys are all bucket step going that way. Then you're kind of getting a counter this way. AB's got some wing T name for it, I'm sure.
Mm-mm.
Not like belly counter.
What do we think of the linebacker play there?
Hey, he's out of position.
Right, but that's understandable because of the play design, or
I mean, it's some trickeration, but
trying to be nice here.
You got to clear it.
Yeah, no. Briggs is doing what he's supposed to do here. He's got this cutback.
Yeah, so, Mari's in just such a damn hurry all the time. Like,
it's almost like he'd be better suited for a position where he could just line up and go forward. Yeah. You can see, who's this? Is this Lundy?
Maybe. It's hard to tell from there.
Yeah.
I would assume so, but.
Yeah, but the other linebacker you can kind of see is slow playing a little bit. Gainer's over yard from the line of scrimmage. He's excited to get this tackle, but that means he's in a bad position for this guy. I think that's on Gainer.
Yeah, but good play design as well. I mean, obviously misplayed it, but like you said,
that's a lot of speed. That's a lot of speed running the other way. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, and they probably don't have that on film, and it was the first time they saw it.
Right. I mean,
Gainer does catch up to him.
It is trickery. So
Light trickery, diet trickery.
But a linebacker that's a really
known to be out of position.
Yeah. I think there's probably a reason they waited until that point in time to run that trick play. No
People will be excited he made the tackle.
Yeah, he was our leading tackler, 3 years ago or something like that. All right, so they're just running inside zone with an inserting this H-back.
This is a point I thought that the energy in the interior got a little lacking. Jared Jackson's in there. Malcolm Ray's in there. I thought Jackson just kind of let himself get blocked a little bit.
Well, he's getting double teamed, right?
Yeah, he is.
So what would you do for that? Would you try to knife through it? Would you try to muddle it up or what?
Yeah, I mean, he's got to keep fighting pressure.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying he does a horrible job. I just felt
no. If it's only a 4-yard gain, so I understand. But just when you're talking about technique, that's what I think too. But just it's a negligible play, but it did convert. So I'm with you.
I think I'd like to see DJ Lundy attack this a little bit harder once he sees. So he sees run here. I'd like to see him kind of blow up this blocker. This blocker coming for him.
Instead of waiting for the contact to get to him, initiate the contact, Kevin.
Yeah, so he kind of catches it.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of makes life harder on Gainer.
I think they got you out gap there too, but
yeah.
I think I want to start calling him DJ Lunday like you did. I think that sounds like fun.
Ooh, empty. Look at Jamie Robinson moving all over the field.
Oh, that's your boy, Adam.
There's been too much slander. There's been too much slander around his name. So many people out here.
Ooh, that's a narrative you're creating. Everybody loves
player on the
him,
team.
dude.
All this nonsense. Jamie Robinson.
Who's saying? What are people saying about Jamie Robinson?
He has no idea.
Nobody's saying anything bad about him. I'm tired of hearing people claim all these other players are the best player on the team.
Jamie Robinson played like 8 positions. So you see him here.
Adam's pissed because people think Jamie Robinson is the second or third best player.
He's a fucking stud, man. He is a stud.
He is a stud.
Well, what happens here?
It's interesting. I think he actually might be wrong here.
Oh, that would be perfect timing.
Yeah. I don't know why he would. There's no under. So usually if you're going to let someone open like this, there's usually linebackers here. You give an under call and they pick up the crosser, but for an empty, there's no one to give an under to.
Does he look like he's expecting
Oh, he's
to
not
switch
wrong.
with the?
He's not wrong.
He's expecting to switch.
Look at the safety coming down. Watch.
Ah, there it is. The safety's just slow to get
How
down.
dare you?
Your face, Kevin.
Good
Kevin's
call,
one of the
AB.
non-believers.
So they were just bracketing this receiver for some reason. So double teaming him.
Or maybe he's going to take. Maybe he's going to pick him up and they're bracketing the outside dude, which would make some sense that they don't run correctly.
Yeah, if that's the case, then Kevin Knowles is wrong for jamming this guy, because then he would have no chance.
Wonder if we could get an answer on that.
I'm guessing not. Okay, so you think that
because here's why I would like to know, because Jerry Jones got a lot of
right. He might have been hung out to dry there
in this game. If that's not on him, I'd love to know that.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Because what it looks like is he gave up a catch on running back. What was the down and distance on that?
Second and 8.
On 2nd and 8, he's bailing, giving up a catch. It looks like that's on Kevin Knowles. I'd be curious if that's actually the case or not.
Okay, so most likely what's happening here is, Kevin Knowles probably has the flats there. He probably needs to.
Yeah, I think he screws it up. But everybody's going to put it on Jerry, and that's my thing.
I did until just now. That's what I thought. Just too much space. But that is
he's in a zone drop.
Right? Yeah.
Right. They're in some sort of cover 4 here. Right, he's dropping.
Well,
that's not on him.
They're not at cover 4 if Knowles is playing the flats.
I mean, it would be he'd get first man out, so not technically flats. It would be something like
I don't know. It's weird because you got the safety rolling down, and
But to your point, that's why these rewatches are valuable, because at first glance looks like an atrocious give up, but like you said, there could be some schematic stuff that hopefully they'll get cleaned up in film review this week, right?
Right. Yeah.
I guess it could be
Keeping
cover
open
3,
minds,
but Dent
ladies
never
and
makes it
gentlemen.
to the middle of the field.
I think it is cover 3. I don't
And
know.
with him rolling down so hard, probably. That's really hard to know. Could be like clip.
Might try to get an answer on that this week.
We'll
Yeah,
work for you.
note that.
We'll work it out for you guys.
All right, so they're in what looks like special here, or stubby, whatever you want to call it.
Does that guy head up on the center, Adam?
Yeah, there's some sort of gap thing there.
Yeah, they're running some sort of game here on 3rd and 9.
Yeah. So he's man on here. He's probably man on here. He's got eyes on 3 over here. And then they're kind of running 3 over 2 here. So this is a very common form of cover 4 against trips called special or stubby. So basically Duquesne knows they've got one-on-one with Jerry and Jones here. He does a good job.
Bad throw. Yeah, what you said. And time to throw very short. Just fired it off. Yeah, because the verse is right in his face.
Yeah. You want to tell me that this defensive line wasn't winning? I mean, watch Jared Verse here at the bottom of the screen.
Briggs on the twist.
This guy just threw this ball.
Yeah, and like you said, there were so many inaccuracies for us, Kevin. I'm glad you pointed out that stat. Do you like Jarian's technique there, or is it even hard to judge because the throw was so poor?
How do you feel, AB?
Running again, sorry.
So he turns early, which I'll give him credit for.
I think he was good. I think he's fine there.
Yeah, I think that's
he's fine.
Coverage.
Yeah, he's in good position. There you go. Dap it up, boys.
Yeah, I mean, I think that kid gets a lot of body and
see you later. Oh, step up in that pocket, Big
that
J.
was a horrible throw.
You didn't like it. What's wrong with it, big guy?
I thought he should have put it out there and tried to let him run underneath of it.
Yeah.
But then again, I also think he's got a different player coming open.
Yeah, he's got 2 guys coming
open there. He's got to throw that ball to Pittman.
Or Portier. Honestly, they both kind of get open.
Yeah.
Like Portier's here.
So a mistake by Travis, or do you guys think that, I mean, it looks like an obvious mistake, but do you think that he's under the instruction of, if you see any sort of opening on that first read, immediately throw? Like, do you like they're giving him like simplified reads? What do you guys think?
You go,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I have an answer for that question.
Because I don't like this read just because you're getting off man coverage here. I think they're kind of goading you into this.
Okay.
I mean, it's 2nd and 2. I know you want to take the shot, but they're ready for this.
And he had time. Well, I guess
Like,
that guy was in his face. Yeah.
You see them
It's
playing
not open.
off.
At no point is that route open.
Right. I think this is a bad pre-snap read. I think I would see that this guy's playing off. He's probably going to bite on this post, and I've got an underneath route, and now this guy has to cut across the field on an out route, and I think that's the better read, just pre-snap, and it turns out to be true.
Yeah, interesting. Like you said, 2nd and 2, going for the big play. Yeah, understood.
I'd also like Malik
one more time.
Bad read though.
I'd like McLean to fight through that better too.
Yeah. I wonder if he thinks he's got man and he doesn't see the the kid in the middle of the field. I don't know. I think it's a bad read. No matter what, it's a bad read. He should have thrown the ball to Pittman.
Here's your outside zone. So they're trying to get it started.
Yeah, this is a Jazz and Bless trip over each other.
That's the right side of the offensive line. You can see best turnaround.
Number 9 wasn't a bad player. He
Man, that is all Trey Benson. That is ridiculous. That's the analyzation there. Bad blocking, saved by a very exceptional.
good blocking on the edges. I mean, they blocked it well on the edges, but
which gave him a chance. But yeah,
Yep.
like you said, the line made a mess of that, in my opinion.
Yeah, the two, it looked like they've got their feet kind of caught up around each other and fell down.
Which, I mean, with like zone blocking, right? With all those
you see it there.
like,
Look at
yeah.
you kind of see them there. But I say that, but their feet are nowhere near each other. Bless just falls down.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah. I don't know why Bless turns
He's
like
too
that.
damn athletic to be falling down there himself.
Like, it's not his job to turn in like that on an outside zone.
Well, I think Jazz takes. Well, I don't know how Atkins teaches it. Jazz should be, if it's outside zone, Jazz should be climbing. He should be working up. He kind of steps inside and he takes a good step to the right, and then he kind of stops there. He should keep moving north-south.
Yep. He gets hesitant.
Yeah. Well, it looks like maybe he just was unsure, which is fine. I mean, he's only played guard for about a week, so. Nice little tunnel screen. They ran this well.
Yeah, good play design.
Yeah, I think so. It's nice to get Pittman the ball in a situation like that. Let him be a punt returner.
I think that's what they're going to try to do with him mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like, what was it, like 90% of his yards this game were after the catch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's going to be a theme.
All right, so we got.
So I believe they checked this play, if I'm remembering it correctly. Jordan checked this play when they showed the overload. Then they backed out and came up again. Jazz with a spin move.
Yeah, that's nice. What do you think about that, AB? Wrestling expert. Where's that move coming from? Where's the inspiration?
I don't know. That's not
cha-cha slide. That is sick.
That's not
somebody pressed the circle button very slowly. That is.
And I run that back though, because I know everybody has said, "Oh, if Trey Benson keeps us to the outside, that it goes for 6." And there's a guy out there who has it leveraged. That linebacker has this play leveraged outside.
Are you talking about him?
Yeah.
Maybe
Trey Benson outruns him, maybe stiff arms him, whatever. I can buy the.
I just don't think it was executed that well.
No,
honestly, you can't ask the running back to literally do everything every time he catches the ball or touches the ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that's poor execution. Cotton Fitzsimmons for 3. Bam.
All right, let's move this thing along, get into the second half a little bit. We're going to see a couple field goals.
Who's that working through this? It's hard to see. 44.
Farmer, right?
That's Josh Farmer.
Yeah, he does a good job here.
He had a good game.
So the tackle at the bottom of the screen fights through.
Bullies them. Yeah, fantastic.
You want to know what to do with a double team earlier? That's what you do with a double team.
See, there we go.
Oh
my God, again, man.
Robert Cooper. Immediately. What a good get up.
Big guy. What happened here? Lost in the sauce at linebacker?
Your boy again.
Where the heck? Where is this guy going? Look at this. Okay, I want you guys to mentally remember he's on the hash marks. He's in the middle of the field, right? He's your right inside linebacker. He's your left inside linebacker, right?
And he's got to see that. He's got to see this white jersey flashing across his face.
He's got to have watched football in the past 10 years and recognize that H-back's most likely. Remember we were talking about the bluff block, the split block, every time the H-back crosses the line of scrimmage?
Yes.
Yeah, that's like what they do always. Dude, where are you?
It's just he bet on the play fake, I guess.
You sure as hell can't cross over the other linebacker.
No, that's not good. That's not a good crisscross. You're running a stunt at linebacker, guys. It's a twist.
Yeah, coverage twist. Look, by the end, Deloach is closer to making the tackle than he is. And that's his side of the field.
It's just it's just a lot of go all the time. I really think he would benefit from almost just like taking a second to do nothing to diagnose the play before he moves first. But I mean, he's probably just playing tight. So he's gonna leverage the athleticism, and he's gonna gamble, I think. And
Little corner blitz, little boundary corner blitz. I like that.
Agreed. Mix it up a little bit.
This looks a little bit more like Fuller's Memphis days.
Yeah. Make them recognize that. LSU is going to have two quarterbacks that are pretty green in their system. So to be able to throw in blitzes like that, they're probably going to be slow in recognizing it.
Nice coverage. Your boy.
You know who it is.
Come on. It's your boy. Yeah, fantastic.
All right. There's a punt. Micah Pittman catches it. Fair catch.
Hey, didn't hit the dirt. Another win for the good guys.
All right. 11 personnel. Hey.
What do we see here?
Izzle?
That's the first time they've shown it, but they ran it several times. One thing I like, and I don't think I saw Mike Norvell do this a lot, so this might be an Alex Atkins thing that he brought in, but inserting this H-back into this B gap means that you're further collapsing down the defense, right? They've got to, instead of having him go outside where you can kind of have these linebackers kind of stay out.
Clog up the passing lane.
Right, you're kind of making the extra gap on the interior. Most likely they're reading this.
You're selling that ISO look.
Yep. And you get the linebackers to trigger. Nice, clean, nice empty throwing lane for Jordan. That's a hallmark, man. I like that. I always like the line movement on the play action plays. So you really get the defense confused whether it's a run or a pass. They do a lot of fun stuff on those.
Yeah, I'm not convinced this is an RPO, to be honest with you.
You think it's a straight read, just straight play action, Kev?
Actually, his eyes are on that safety. He just pulls it early.
Okay.
Right? That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I think so. Is that Portier or is that the...
No, I think Kentron makes the catch, right?
Yeah, that's Kentron.
Nice to see out of him. Really nice. Hope he takes another step.
Yeah, he certainly looks the part.
He does. He really does.
I mean, between him and
Trey. All right, this is one.
Dude, nice
They
run.
miss another block.
Toafili. I haven't said that yet. Toafili. Good run.
So I think, at this point, they put Bless over on the left side. And he's lost in the sauce.
There's just some plays where he just doesn't hit anybody.
Well, they run a stunt. Gibbons blocks back in his gap, and he doesn't see the kid crossing over. So it's just communicate. It's a communication thing. Well, it's stuff they'll get corrected. Now
I think so too. I'm with you, man. It's a lot of guys that haven't played together in a real game, playing out of their own natural positions, and Florida State's talent at running back erases the mistakes.
How much of this is on Gibbons, though? I mean,
it absolutely. It's
because he sees that this tackle is kind of going away from him. He should be expecting someone to come back his way.
But that's the guy in his gap, but then someone show in his gap. They've just got to communicate it better. I mean, it's a good play call by Duquesne. Really,
it's good. It's good that FSU gets to see this early.
Yeah,
I bet you they worked that stunt.
Well, they're going to need to because
LSU's going to run that
quite a bit.
Yeah. Nice run, Lawrence.
All right, here we go again. Yep. All right, there's that formation again. Right, the flex and the tight end.
The H nub.
Mm-hmm. There's old bluff block again.
Is that an RPO guy? I mean, it looks like looking for the screen right there, right? There's a pass component to that play, right?
Yeah, I think this is the triple option play.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are your three options. You give it based off the defensive end. Then there's going to be some other readout here, most likely this guy. And he makes the right read.
Don't hit his knee like that, 13. I don't like that. Good run. Once again, Jordan making the right decision, in my opinion, in the option game.
There's that RPO again.
Mm-hmm. It's time to deuce. Man,
Oh, the
you
ball
like
got out clean. Nice live ball there, right?
it feels like it's been forever since we've seen some of these big bodies running around making catches.
Man,
We haven't. We haven't had the big bodies, and then when we've had them in the past, they haven't made the catches. So no, this passing attack looks very different.
Well, and I know that there's a ton of off coverage. I want to see him do it when there's some press.
Yeah, you can see this. Duquesne came in with the same game plan that Jacksonville State did, which was play off man, hope that Florida State runs into them, and they did on that one play that we saw earlier. But that's why you like to see the RPO slants. Something
And we were
didn't see
running
last
slot fades into that garbage last year. This year, we're attacking it.
Yeah, we were. It was a combination of poor execution and not putting your players in the correct position to succeed. So,
the play calling is much better.
I love Trayshawn Ward, dude. Man, is he fun to watch.
He really is.
They blocked this well.
I don't feel like he was getting it. Like I'm not going to go on the old Adam Brown, Jamie Robinson soapbox, but I feel like he was like the one of the least mentioned of the running back trio, and I just love the way he runs, man.
It's because everybody just knows that he's good.
Yeah, that's
in their guard. Is that Estes in their guard?
Tell me.
Yep, he's in there. He's in at right guard.
77.
He freaking destroys that kid.
He erases
he does.
Uncle Festies. I love it.
All right, so let's
look at him go. Look at 77 on the pole, trying to swallow him up. The kid kind of falls down.
Yeah, you might get a holding call there.
That's 100% a holding call.
Yeah. Oh, that is the holding call. Yeah, you see it right.
He went for the rock bottom, man. He got him right by the neck.
That's baller.
They threw a flag on it. That's a very that's a well-earned flag in my opinion. Jordan, around the pocket. What happens here?
So,
beat on
always the key if you're deciding if it's an RPO. He does have his eyes downfield. We were talking about this play earlier. He has his eyes downfield. That might just be as a tendency breaker, but usually you don't do that unless you're running an RPO.
What happens? Douglas misses the block here, guys.
Yeah, he comes off of it too early. He gets beat up the field.
That seems to be a theme. But even with that, unfortunately, there wasn't that good initial contact that we've seen from him before. So I got to clean that up.
And what's really odd is that they're running a go route here. That's not like a traditional RPO route, right? That's not like a traditional man beater, especially in off coverage. This feels like something's off here.
So makes like maybe somebody's running a wrong route.
Yeah, somebody might have gotten a bad signal from the sideline.
Yeah,
he's a nice little player.
Yeah, he is. He's a decent little end.
I mean, he kind of lucks into one there, but
oh, the big debate here.
What's the debate here?
So Brendan posted this as Jordan Travis's best throw on the season, or sorry, on the game, which is on the season, right?
Yeah, correct. Technically correct.
And
they wanted him to hit Douglas, so I got
you. Yeah, people are like, he missed the read. He's the worst quarterback to ever play football.
No, I thought that was well. What do you see? Why shouldn't he? I mean, why do you defend him not taking the read with Douglas, Kevin?
Because you've got a progression, right? So you've got when you're told how to read an offense, it's not, they don't just say, hey, go into the pocket and look around until you see someone waving their hand at you, the X button blinking green, and that's where you throw the ball. No, his first read is most likely the slant. Usually that's how that works on like kind of post wheels or slant wheels. So he's kind of watching this guy. He's trying to see if this slant's going to be able to clear that linebacker in zone coverage, and he sees that it does, so he throws it to his first read.
Well, he's got a corner who's on the back hip of the receiver, and he's got a flat-footed linebacker. I mean, that right away tells him to throw that ball.
Right.
So you like the decision, Adam?
Absolutely, it's the right
yeah,
decision.
The throw was impressive. The catch was impressive. But you guys are the decision making is what was questioned. You guys are saying
There was actually
no,
anticipation here.
Yeah, that's we should be applauding. Look, he's releasing the ball. This guy's not open yet. Big time. That's worth more than hitting a wide open receiver on a busted coverage. This is replicable.
I mean, I'd love to get the touchdown, but
yeah, I see what you mean, though. You guys are more interested in the process
this is
and the
development.
decision making behind
Yeah,
it.
this is development by Jordan Travis and Kentron.
And Kentron, yeah, credit to him.
Strong catch, man. That kid's got some strong hands.
All right, you don't like to see this.
Well, oh man, I'm literally having a conversation with somebody right now about Bless Harris and what to do with him. He was not good in this game. This is
that's pretty soft, actually. Yeah,
this is Bless if you're not.
I mean, I think he's got to be passing him off to Emmanuel, but
yeah. So there's miscommunication, but you could also have a stronger punch and redirect.
Right.
You don't have to let him just run right by you while like rubbing your hands across his like sternum. Like you could punch him in the chest. So I'm with you. It looks like a switch. It looks like he should have been passed off based on what the kid was doing. But you got to be a little bit more violent and jar him, right?
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, just ride him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can stick your right foot in the dirt and ride him in front of the quarterback.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Right there. Put your right foot in the dirt and just ride him. You don't have to pass him there.
Well, now I'm looking at it. I don't know that you would pass him because who's that? Emmanuel's in front of him. So who are you passing it to? He's already. Yeah,
I think Emmanuel's a little over aggressive on that pass set, by the way.
Right. Okay. Yeah, got a little too far upfield.
Yeah, I mean he's reaching pretty early.
This is good tape. Good opportunity to get this stuff worked out.
This isn't a physical thing. This is a communication thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. And positioning.
Not sure I agree with that.
You do think it's physical?
Well, yeah, I do.
What we just talked about was
got an opportunity to put his foot in the dirt there and get that kid blocked, and he doesn't do it.
You don't think he was expecting help on the inside?
Well, he can look to the peripherals, and there's nobody there to his right. So I don't know, man.
But again, he hasn't played the left side a whole lot. I mean, he's been a right tackle. There's a lot going on, so I give a little benefit of the doubt. But
you'd like to see JT step into this throw. This is not what you want your quarterback stance to be like releasing this football.
I don't know. I think he's dead to rights there with that defensive lineman in his face, right? Like that's just a self-preservation throw, right?
That's fair.
He actually does a nice job of changing his arm slot and getting this ball to a good spot. Kentron just takes off at the last second. I don't know if he.
Yeah, he's just winging it, dude. He's just getting it out of his hand so he doesn't get crushed.
I don't think Kentron's running this route right, by the way. This is a slant stop that he's kind of doing here, and you're supposed to. I assume it's kind of rules. The general rules are if it's man, you keep going like slant. If it's zone, you settle in the zone. I think he settles too early here. Settles kind of with that guy on his back, and so Jordan Travis was throwing it away from the defender, and he kind of was going the opposite direction. Yeah,
I think he sees that dude who ends up kind of being there. I think he sees him and he tries to settle earlier rather than working more to the middle of the field.
Fitzy, another one. And another one.
All right. So they just run the clock out. Let's move it along.
I don't know if we're going to have enough time to go through the entire game, fellas.
Yeah, we're in an hour right now.
All right. Let's speed it up then. All right. Who defends this? Good job by Kevin Knowles breaking on that route, right?
Is that verse again almost getting there?
Yeah.
His third almost sack of the night. God, he's
fast, I think that's McClendon on top, right? No, that's Verse.
He just looks fast.
Mm-hmm. And long.
Yeah.
It's a nice spin move actually on the bottom of the screen by McClendon.
It's kind of funny. I've come away looking from this. Yeah, like it's not changing too much, my opinion. I think I'm a little bit I'm a little bit more down on the offensive line than I think I was on the first watch, but I have no concerns on the defensive line whatsoever after watching this. Snap in the dirt, Travis recovers. That's a nice
beautiful ball.
That is
I
a
think
very
this is
nice ball.
when they've got Thomas Schrader in at center.
On the bad snap.
Mm-hmm.
Good pocket, though. Nice pocket, even with the bad snap. And then a great ball. Really nice. Jordan got job. That should have been a touchdown, man. He deserved one through the air.
And he throws it again before he's open. He sees the flat-footed safety here.
Steps up in the pocket. There is a guy.
Right. He's releasing here. His wide receiver hasn't won yet. Right? Wide receiver safety up there. Releases it. Great ball. All right.
And then, yeah, it's academic. Just
I need him not blocking there.
Who?
Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Oh, my God. I didn't even notice.
He sacrificed his body.
Yeah, we don't need any sacrifices.
Yeah, he's the last body we need to sacrifice. Here's your boy.
Look at that read.
So is this a run blitz or is this just a straight read?
He's immediately firing off. I don't know, though.
Yeah, it's tough to say.
Either way. Excellent play by Tatum Bethune.
Another thing that you're going to notice from a veteran, like good linebacker like that, the ability to avoid the contact. We said last year our linebackers were contact sponges. This is showing some good. You can show some agility at the linebacker position. Look at that. Like a running back hitting the hole.
That makes the defense a lot better.
Oh, and then oh my God.
Yeah, what are people talking about?
I don't know, man. That pocket is annihilated.
Look at them.
They aren't watching it. They just see sacks.
Oh man, that pocket is just collapsed.
Can we talk about how quickly the quarterback has to get rid of this ball? 1, 2, 3, throw.
Nickel blitz from Jamie too.
I tell you what, it's actually a pretty good throw for how much duress he's under, and it's really excellent coverage, I think, as well. Was that Thomas?
He gets called for.
That might have been a bailout call. I don't know.
I mean, I guess I'd have to see it. I thought it looked pretty solid to me.
Dude,
I think they're saying his hands on him there.
That is weak, bro. That is very weak.
His arm's not wrapped.
That sucks.
And he slaps the ball. That's a great play. I can't.
The Duquesne kid knows he's dead to rights because he's doing the whole like waving his hand. I'm getting held. Yeah, that's good coverage. That's fake flag.
I want to see a different replay of that. Are they going to show it to us? No, they're just going to show people walking around for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I think they see that ACC network.
Buy your alien tape.
Hey. There's DJ Lundy looking a little bit more athletic here. Doing a good job reading it. Not committing too soon, right? That's what linebackers do.
Looks good to me.
Nice force by Knowles. Like to see him make the play initially.
The play. Nice.
Just a little out of control.
That's Slim Lundy.
Yeah, not the best game by Kevin Knowles.
Yeah. Look at that. I like that communication, though.
Yeah.
Jamie's pointing it out. They get a switch. Jamie knows what's coming.
Good recovery by Knowles on this play. I thought this looked just how you draw it up, right?
Jamie takes the flag.
Yeah, that was beautiful communication.
Yeah, and look at the way it's a great anticipation, triggered well. That's good. Those are times last year where the guys would let bad plays compound, and that did not happen this game. I mean, there were some inconsistencies, some things to clean up, which you'd expect from game one with a rain delay. But
okay, I think we're firmly getting into the second team, so I think it's.
Oh yeah, as soon as Kevin sees Tate, it's time to cut everything, right?
We can get to the play if you want to get to
it. I do not want to watch this.
I'm okay, man. I'm just joking.
No, I say we call it. It's an hour and 4 minutes.
All right. Well,
what do we think? Takeaways from the game. Who wants to go first?
Disappointed in what I saw out of Bless Harris. Think people maybe were overly critical of Jerry and Jones. Tatum Bethune's really good. Jamie Robinson is the best player on his football team.
Number 2.
Jordan Travis's growth. Thought we saw some growth from Jordan Travis. And happy to see Kentron and Deuce Spann look like actual wide receivers. The Bless Harris one and the Jerry Jones ones are really the only ones that I kind of got from tonight from watching again.
And how many of those mistakes were when he was lined up out of his natural position, though, to be fair?
Some, but to be fair, he also had some mistakes at right tackle too.
Okay, that's fair. No, that's good. I think
the game looked like it was moving a little fast for him. So, but game 1 to game 2, you're going to see a lot of growth. Did he have first game jitters? Who knows? So we'll see. I'm curious to see what happens there because I did think Jazz Turnantine played pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, he did.
So we'll see what they decide to do there. And
what was your favorite line combination, Adam? Out of all of them,
Scott, Scott, Emmanuel, Gibbons, Turntine, Harris.
Okay.
But if Maurice Smith's back, it just gives you more options. It's nice they've got options. That's the biggest thing. I didn't feel like any of those guys were out there were like, oh, we can't play him. Like Harris made mistakes, but he also had some good reps that I recall from watching the game live that weren't on that.
Weren't on the condensed, right? Now it is a condensed. It's not a single play-by-play. I'm with you. I do think that condensed was he was very inconsistent, but I feel like it highlighted a little bit more of his inconsistency. But a lot of stuff that he needs to clean up, which is good. That's what you want.
Yep.
Kevin, what about you?
Yeah, I think the defensive line was better than I originally thought leaving the game. I thought that the offensive line was a little bit worse. The running backs, for everything we know they are, Jordan Travis is necessary for your offense. Let's see. I think I would agree with the Jerry and Jones. He made a good rep. I think he had one bad rep and one good rep. I think he got blamed a couple of times for the underneath coverage not being there when he was in a zone drop. I still would like. I still think you need a Marion Cooper to be competitive against what LSU is going to be lining up at wide receiver. And I think that, I think that this team is about where I thought they were, but maybe just different parts are shining that I didn't get on the first watch. But for the most part, you've got a great defensive line. You've got a good quarterback. You've got an offensive line that's improved. Probably one of the better running back groups in the ACC.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally think so. After this watch,
top to bottom, like your top 3 is probably as good as anybody's top 3 that's not named Ohio State, Alabama, or Georgia. But you might not have like that number 1 that they have. But I thought the team played well. I'm excited to see them against LSU. I think that worst case scenario, they keep it relatively interesting, right?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think so. So my impressions are defensive line I thought looked really, really good. The linebackers, a surprising unit for me. I thought that they were going to be, I don't know about like a strength. I thought they wouldn't be a liability. They in working in concert with that defensive line gets me really excited. Safeties, very solid. Cornerbacks, a little spotty. Offensive line, not as good. I'm with you, Kevin. I don't think they played as well as I thought they did on that first watch. However, it's so many different combinations that I'd say the offensive line, I'm still TBD at this point, right? I was more positive on them before that. TBD. The running backs are absolutely phenomenal. Very, very impressed by them. Trayshawn Ward, Toafili. We didn't even see all of Toafili's highlights.
No.
They're good. Jordan Travis, I thought he looked excellent as well. From the limited decisions that he had to make, I thought he made the right ones 85% of the time. And I was actually pleasantly surprised by the receivers, particularly kids like Kentron Poitier, Deuce Spann. Is it, man? I'm gonna keep it French. He's gonna be Poitier to me.
Yeah, we're in no today.
Yeah. So, yeah, Poitiers. They look good, man. Nice catching the ball with their hands. Sucks to lose Johnny that early. I would have liked to see him be utilized more,
Mhm.
just to have a full game, just to kind of work out those inconsistencies. And Pittman looks good with the ball in his hands. He's not going to take the top off, but he is a big threat in the screen game, yards after catch. So I came out. Yeah, man. And I don't think I said that after any games last year where the receivers were like, yeah, looking pretty good. I
Yeah.
didn't see that. They ran pretty crisp routes. They used their body well, and they caught with their hands, which, dude, tell me a game where that happened last year, right?
Yeah.
But no, I feel about the same. I just think my optimism and my little c concern, I wouldn't say I'm overly concerned with anything. I think it's just kind of placed in different areas of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Higher on wide receiver, lower on corner for me. Yeah. I think
Yeah, for
I'm with
sure.
you.
For sure. Just stuff like that, where it's just kind of, putting stuff in the left pocket instead of the right, right?
Yeah.
Well, boys, no rust for us. The triple option continues to roll on. That's the first of many. Boys, it's time to go to New Orleans this weekend, and I cannot wait to dissect that game with you. As always, thank you guys for listening. Triple option is going to be all year, breaking down the film only the way that we can and only our style. There's nothing like it on the market, and I really think that we got some fun new tricks that we're going to have this year to make it even better product. So subscribe to the X's and Knowles Facebook, the YouTube page. Subscriptions on. Subscribe to Knowles 24/7 YouTube page. And let's just get going. Me and my family are here for the whole year, boy. Let's go. Laissez le bon temps rouler.